enough talk. Coming up, Dallas against Chicago in their NFC wildcard playoff game. We'll see you back here at halftime, everyone. Enjoy the action here on CBS.
How does it 1-1 often, establishing a dynasty that lasted until their last playoff appearance in 1985. Now there's a whole new cast in Dallas, led by head coach Jimmy Johnson, and featuring the NFL's leading rusher Emmitt Smith, Michael Irvin, the league leader in receiving yards. And with star quarterback Troy Aikman injured, backup Steve Berline has led Dallas into the playoffs with all guns blazing. When Mike Ditka looks back to 1985, he remembers that magical year when his Bears captured the imagination of the entire country. They were brash, they were entertaining, and they were different. They were also one of the best teams this sport's ever seen. Today, Ditka's Bears are of the blue-collar variety. The refrigerator is a force on defense only. But while these may be the back-to-the-basics, no-nonsense Bears, they're still fueled by Mike Ditka's legendary fire. Soldier Field in Chicago, sold out as usual on a dark, damp, rather foggy day, but not that cold, as the Cowboys come to Chicago to play the Chicago Bears. I'm Pat Summerall here with John Madden. The Dallas Cowboys perhaps come in as the hottest team in pro football. They've won 5 in a row. How do they react to the playoffs?
Well, you know, one thing, that's hot being in the regular season, and I think that once you get into the playoffs, you have to step everything up one more step, and that's a big step, and these guys don't have a lot of experience here, but I think they have to get off to a good start. We know that Steve Berline is starting at quarterback. Troy Aikman is okay, but it's going to be on Berline's shoulder. Now, I think the best friend of a quarterback, I've always said, is a good running game, and the Cowboys have that in Emmitt Smith. If they are going to move the ball on the ground, this is a guy that's going to do it. Then I think to loosen that up for them, they have to hit those underneath passes. The way to hit those underneath passes is to their tight end, Jay Novacek. And then, as Jimmy Johnson says, we got to take some shots deep, and the guy they're going to go deep to is Michael Irvin.
John, what about the Bears? They come off a very disappointing, devastating loss to the 49ers last Monday night at Candlestick. Will that have a lasting effect?
I don't know. I think we're going to find out. I think we're going to find out quickly. As Mike Ditka said the other day, he says, there's only 2 things we can do. He said we can either roll over and play dead or we can bounce back. Spending yesterday with the Bears, I think they're going to bounce back. But I know the matchup that they have to win, their defense has to play a lot better than they did Monday night. If they are going to be successful today, their defense has to play a big, big part of it. Well, the Bears will have the first crack as they have won the toss. The temperature is 35 degrees. The wind northwest 10 miles an hour. Cloudy and